Congratulations.
No.
You've wasted your life.
Yeah. Welcome to Homies of the Round Table. All the boys are here.
You.
We it's a good start. Very good start to the episode. All the boys are here. George, you and Thomas,
Howdy,
and
howdy.
the Dactyl.
Andrew's missing again.
Hello.
Every week.
He's on a long hiatus.
Every week. I mean, he was there a few 2 weeks ago.
He came
Mr.
for the
Beast.
Hitler episodes and then left.
Yeah. Must be a fan of Hitler.
Yeah. I love Hitler.
How's everyone been? I don't really ask that question when I open the episode, but how's everyone been?
Not good. Last 2 weeks exams every day.
Don't bring your
Yeah, we
problems
haven't
on
seen you
the
since the last one.
Ewan, problems, take elsewhere.
Just living it now, Ewan.
Alright. But this is the first day that I can get fucked up. So cheers to that.
Taking advantage of it.
Drink.
Fancy drinks.
How's everyone else?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah,
Being good.
Oh, that's good. That's interesting. Fantastic.
Andrew,
Alright, let's move on.
How
with
are
this-
you,
I
Andrew?
want to lick you.
Quite well. Nothing's going on.
Well, this is the most fucking strange start to an episode.
It's like we're all hostage.
3 fucking episodes. Alright, well, let's move straight into everyone's favourite segment. Fun Facts with Thomas. We don't need to do that anymore because I've actually got a theme song, but
Well, you know,
This is more fun. But I'm
Thomas, take
Alright.
the stage.
Bottoms up.
Got a fact for you. One about female kangaroos and one about male kangaroos. Ooh, close to home. Home is where your heart is.
Kangaroos are pests.
The female kangaroo possesses 3 vaginas.
Man, that is so efficient. Three blokes could pump her at one time.
Yes.
That's so efficient.
They are directly in a row as well.
Can she
You
get
got 1,
pregnant
you got 2,
3
you got 3. She can't get pregnant 3 times, but she can consistently be pregnant.
So
And
they
never
keep rolling
not.
out.
Yeah, just one comes out and
God.
the other one takes the place.
Wait, are the 3 like
They're 3. There's one.
like a long or vertical?
There's 2 in a row, and then the other one is between them a little bit high.
That's wicked.
It's
Can you imagine that? You can get, instead of getting double teams, you can get
triple.
triple team.
when humans do that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Saying some fucked
You've
up
seen
videos.
some of those fucked up.
If you have a
videos of
kangaroo
quadruple
fetish,
team,
this is your time to act now. Go find yourself a female kangaroo.
find yourself 2 other friends.
Yeah.
6.
As fucked up as you are, you got a good time.
Have
Also,
fun. Or a fourth could go to the top.
if you would like to have an orgy with a female kangaroo, Ewan has just given you permission. So by all means,
And I've given you hints on how to do it.
And on tonight's news, kangaroos over Australia being forcefully fucked against
How
their
was this
will.
But a fucking kangaroo would knock you the fuck out.
Yeah.
Do you remember that video of
Like
him?
punch.
He's walking away like he's holding people back,
The kangaroo's like,
shocked that another man punched him. It was such a flat
It's
fist
so
punch as
aggressive
well.
animals.
The kangaroo had the fucking dog in a headlock though. That's fucking funny.
Poor dog.
No, dumb dog.
Yeah, I don't know why he's running to a kangaroo, but he's a cute dog, so
Hey, you know, male kangaroos often have 2-pronged penises.
Fishes
So they can get into holes.
Is this the second fact, or is this just a lead on?
It's just the
first?
kangaroo. It's the second
Is it-
fact. It's all kangaroo
this is the
facts.
male fact
Okay.
now.
They're all kangaroo ones. So male kangaroos often have 2-pronged penises.
What type of kangaroos? Red or grey?
Red.
Oof, they're big fuckers.
Yeah, they're the good ones too.
Yeah,
They're the ones you want in your bed.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Also, their balls are positioned above
You know,
the penis.
you know when I was
How do
10,
they sag?
The article I read said it's highly mobile that the balls are positioned above the penises. I stopped reading after that because I didn't want to know.
you know when I was
They
10,
also provided images.
I went to Taronga Zoo and I saw 2 pairs of kangaroos fucking.
Mating season.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Were they next to each other?
yeah, they were.
Nice.
Was that?
And the kangaroo's balls are so fucking saggy.
Did that go into your visual bank and you used it for the next 4 years?
Oh yeah. This was this was in my wank bank, and this is what I got off to before porn.
It's easy access.
It's his first ever boner.
Does anyone remember their first First boner.
I remember my
their
first.
first.
I remember my first porn.
I can say it wasn't over a kangaroo.
What are you missing out?
Yeah. What are you doing with your life?
You haven't known the true erotica until you've watched live kangaroo porn.
Google can be my friend.
Not live.
Maybe there's a live stream somewhere.
Probably on Twitch somewhere.
On the dark web.
I wouldn't put past it.
Man, we're not even drunken. We're off to a good
This
start.
is...
Off with flying colours, boys.
I want to get into my topic a bit here.
Here we go.
So, my topic is about an ancient Greek philosopher called
Long
Diogenes.
Oh, this is the.
This
photo.
guy may be the biggest legend in the history of legends. So, a bit of background on him. He was born in this town called Sinope, which is now modern-day Turkey. And then he got... the theorists think... So, no actual works of his still survived. They speculate he's written about 13 books, but none of them survived, so this is all just secondary sources.
Were they in the Alexandria Library by any chance?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know where they were. But, yeah, he, his father was a banker, and so when he was living in Sinope, he went to an oracle, and for those who don't know what an oracle is, it was just a high priestess in the ancient days that will give you advice or wisdom.
Fortune
It's,
teller.
it's essentially
Yeah,
a prophet, but
pretty
the
much.
Greek version.
And,
Houdini.
she said deface the currency, so he took it literally, and his father was a banker, so he got hold of all the currency and started tearing it up. So he got banished. That's what they
Oh.
think. So,
What a lad.
being banished, he took her advice now metaphorically instead of literally. So he just went against establishment and stuff. So by currency, he thought she meant society and whatnot. So he went to Athens and started doing all this, and just tell some funny stories, and we can talk some shit about them. So when he
Well, did you know
So this
what
guy-
oracle he spoke to?
Delphi.
Yeah.
So
Apparently she's hot.
Yeah, she was like the main oracle. All the other ones, no one went to the other ones. It just went to her.
Wasn't she meant to be a virgin, so you know she did? Fine.
She was supposed to be the most pure. That's why she was the most sought after oracle.
yes. So anyway, so his form of philosophy he followed was cynicism, which is where they just believe in nature and you find happiness just with the basic stuff. You don't need anything material, possessions and stuff for
that's
nature.
bullshit.
Hippies.
So
Fucking hippies.
so this
You
guy
can't
went to
say-
Athens. Oh, go on.
You can't say that you're happy. Like, would you rather have $0 or $1 million?
Hey, but if I'm out with nature, that's all I need.
How long can
Would
you survive in
the
nature?
kangaroo fucker, would obviously prefer nature.
Fucker! Excuse me! I'm the kangaroo fuck watcher!
Just call it. I'll say
So
it.
you're a cuck.
I'm a cuck! I'm a kangaroo cuck! I'm a cuckaroo!
This is going well.
Alright, we go off on these wee tangents. Alright, let's get back to the story.
So when he got to Athens, he was supposed to buy a cottage of someone, and the guy bailed out last minute and fucked him over. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to live in a clay tub. So it was basically a wine tub. Oh, ceramic. Sorry, it wasn't clay. So
That's what's funny. Yeah?
oh, it's the same thing.
Shut up.
Ceramic.
You're not even here. Stop talking.
So yeah, he lived on the streets of Athens in a big bathtub-sized ceramic tub. They used it for wine in the olden days, and he would just
How
go
old
around.
are we talking? Aren't we already in the olden days? Like, wasn't he already in the olden days? So how
Oh
olden
yeah,
days
no,
are we talking?
I was talking about like now in the olden
right,
days.
right.
No.
Okay, I get you. I'm
Continue.
sorry, I was confused.
So a few funny things he did. He used to go around with a lantern looking for an honest man, but he could never find an honest man. He could just see like fucking filth. He thought all humans were filth, basically because they followed society and all their backing and stuff. And
Was this a generic lantern or was it something special?
no, it was just a
supposedly?
lantern.
Ah,
Yeah.
Smart
fair
man.
enough.
People used to refer to him as a dog, so he embraced it. He started calling himself a dog because he believed dogs had the happiest life because they just embraced nature. They didn't worry about currency and buying houses and whatnot in the olden
A
days. And
well-treated
education.
dog does have a great life.
He wouldn't be very favoured in the Arab community.
Ah, no, probably not.
He's very optimistic. I'll give him that.
Yeah, and he was so well respected in Athens. When some kids broke his tub, they arrested those kids and bought him a new tub, and then just let him live in the streets. So
Bought him a new tub
yeah, they bought him a new
from
tub.
IKEA.
Wherever they got tubs from. It was probably one of those vases that we saw in all those museums. Just a bigger
Fucking
version.
piss boring.
Damn bases.
So boring.
I hate those.
So
he's considered a philosopher.
yeah, just to further defy society, in summer he'd walk barefoot on sand and stuff just to feel the pain, and then in winter he'd hug statues that were frozen over just to feel pain. Or just to, not to feel pain, just to prove that, I don't know, I guess that living with nature is the way to go.
He's a nutter.
But I don't know, he lived to 90, so must be doing something right.
Yeah.
So,
I must making it
Psycho if you're living in a
Yeah.
fucking ceramic
If you live
tub
Yeah.
till 90.
Thing.
if
Yeah.
you live to 90, you're doing something wrong.
Oh no, this just gets better and better with him. So you guys know who Plato is, another
Yeah.
philosopher.
Yes, sir.
So Plato said that a human is like a featherless biped. Oh, bipod? Wait, I got this in the notes. I forgot. Biped. A featherless biped, which is basically a two-legged animal. So Diogenes, being the fucking legend he is, he plucks a chicken, goes to one of his lectures, throws it on the floor. There's your human. And he was known to sit in these Plato lectures and just pester him the whole time while the class was just there trying to learn. He'd just be in the front row just hurling abuse at him.
Oh my god. That was the olden day mic drop.
That dead set sounds like one of us. Fucking
Yeah.
sounds like one of us.
This is
That's
one of the
fucking
original
hilarious.
hecklers.
Oh, so good.
So after he did that, Plato redefined the term of human to something else. So he got his wish, I guess.
Did all the other philosophers dislike him?
Oh, it doesn't really go too much into that in the book I was reading, but
Just Plato.
But did
Yeah.
he write about philosophy?
yeah, he wrote about it. So they speculate he had 13 books, but none of them had survived. So these are all secondary sources on stuff they could find. So they did their best to piece his life together, I guess. And so another thing he did was there was word that, who was it? Someone was about to attack Athens. It might have been the Persians or something. I forget who. So everyone in the town was preparing, panicking and whatnot. So he gets up,
Yeah.
starts rolling his tub up and down a hill. So they ask him, why are you doing that? He's like, I just want to look like I'm doing something like you guys.
He's the original bludger.
So he thought war was so pathetic and useless that him rolling a tub up and down a hill has the same effect as preparing for it. And
He was the original heckler. He was the original bludger.
this guy's the definition of giving no fucks.
biggest piss taker of all
Oh,
time.
he just did not
It
care.
sounds like he was drunk all the time.
Probably was.
Oh, man,
What he was
the
taking.
wine fumes from his home.
Yeah.
Okay, another one. So this one. So he saw a guy hanging from a tree, right?
As you do.
And so he says, "I wish other trees bear the same fruit as that one,"
Oh, God.
because he just thought everyone was filth.
Oh my
So that
god.
was like the original dark humor joke. He's the originator of a lot of modern things we do.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, we still talk about cynics and stuff. So that was pretty much where it originated from. Or he was one of the most famous ones anyway. I think it originated before him, but he made it more
Popular.
famous. Yeah, and
The
Mainstream.
Jerry Seinfeld of that.
yeah, just gave him no fucks. Another time, he was begging for food. So this guy's like, oh, I don't know if he was begging, but he was asking some guy for food, and he's like, "Why should I give you food?" And persuade me why I should give you food. So his response was, "If I could have persuaded you of anything, I would have persuaded you to hang yourself."
Straight to the point.
And this is to a guy who was about to give him food.
so mean.
And he had like no food. He just lived in a tub.
Well, he got by until 90, so I think I don't think he cooked anything or anything because he wanted to live with nature and he thought that was the best way to go. But they said that, but I don't know, because you get diseases and stuff if you do that. So I
Maybe
don't know
other
how
people cooked food
accurate
for
that
him.
is. Maybe, but
He didn't actually cook
What age
himself.
did he start doing this shit? Like,
oh, I don't know. It's all up in the air. It's all speculation, but I think he got. I don't know what age he got banished. He would have been an adult when he got banished, and then he
Yeah.
started probably doing 20s or 30s maybe. Fuck.
solid run.
Yeah, 60 years of doing it. So yeah, when he was in Athens, he got captured by pirates. and then got taken to
Your life
Corinth.
wasn't any more exciting.
Yeah, got captured by pirates, and he was still talking shit when he got captured by these pirates. So they took him to Corinth, and they sold him as a slave. And I'm pretty sure he persuaded the guy to take him as a slave. So normal slave owners would be like, "I want you," or whatever. He persuaded the guy to take him as a slave, and his slave owner let him teach his kids. So he was his kid's teacher while he
Just
was a
living the
slave.
life.
Yeah, and he was still living in a tub while he was a slave.
He takes his tub
Yeah.
everywhere, this guy.
And
He's like a turtle. He's got it on his back.
he would go to the Olympic Games, not to watch the Olympics, but to stare at the spectators to see what gets them off or what they get happy with, and just take notes on it. Oh, it was just a funny bloke. And when he was in Corinth, Alexander the Great had heard about him. So when he was passing by, he went to seek out his wisdom. So he's like, Alexander the Great was talking to him, and he's like,
We were just talking about Alexander the
Yeah.
Great today.
yeah, he's like, if you could give me one piece of knowledge, if I could do one thing for you, what would it be? Alexander said this, and then he's like, you could get out of my sunlight. And then for some reason, Alexander the Great respected this, didn't kill him or anything. He said, if I were not Alexander, I wish to be Diogenes. And then there was another bit where they were together. Diogenes was this, he was going through this pile of bones for some reason, and Alexander the Great's like, "Why are you doing this?" And he's like, "What do you say? I can't differentiate your father from these bones of slavesmen or something." So like, when everyone's dead, they're all the same.
Yeah.
That's wise.
Yeah.
Wise
And
lad.
then he's just talking shit to Alexander the Great, the fucking basically ruler of the free world
The
back
conqueror.
then. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder how many of these philosophical ideas he had, like, without speaking to everyone. He just comes up with shit on the spot.
Oh, yeah. Well, he got taught by this other guy called
He obviously didn't
Antiphius.
plan for that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
Do you know if he had any followers?
Yeah, but not very many. Because I think he would beat them.
Did they have ceramic homes?
No. Yeah, he didn't have many disciples compared to other philosophers. Sorry, because there weren't too many of philosophers that did what he did. They would all be different.
Talk shit.
The weather in Maputo, Mozambique is 17 degrees with 84% humidity and 10% of rain.
So he also thought that that women had to be pretty because it was impossible for him to have intellect. So he thought the most
So
important thing,
basically,
Wait, what?
he thought women had to be pretty because it was impossible for him to have any sort of intellect.
Fuck, that's funny.
he's our hero.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
This guy's like the original hippie.
Yeah, he was. He
getting
thought
his
it was
face
just
tattooed
useless
on me.
for people to learn about science and maths and stuff if they didn't know enough about themselves and what happiness is and stuff. Or what his version he thinks of happiness is just
His version.
having the basic necessities and just going through life like that instead of
That's
trying to fit in with society and do what other philosophers and stuff were doing back then. It's actually pretty interesting. Actually read into what he was doing.
Was he generally just left alone by society, or did they?
Yeah, he was kind of respected. A lot of people just look past him like a crazy guy.
Because he took
Yeah.
such mad shit.
Oh, fuck. Speaking of shit, I almost forgot the most important part.
God damn.
So he
Oh.
thought anything done in the home should be done in public. He was shameless. So he used to urinate in his tub. He used to jerk off in his tub. And there was a case where he presented something close to the Olympics or something, and he defecated on stage.
How did this guy survive till he's
God.
90?
Yeah, how'd he die?
Yeah,
How did he die?
I was going to ask, did he die of old age, but...
There are 3 theories of how he died.
Oh,
I'll
there's
save the
theories.
best one till last.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we
The
go.
first one is he ate a raw octopus and died of food poisoning. But that one, like,
Such a weak
if he was
way to
eating
die.
raw octopus, wouldn't he have died earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know about that one. But another
Wait.
one was he got bitten by a dog and he got infected and he died.
That's a
That one's probably,
possibility.
yeah.
Yeah.
The last one is he just was done with life, so he held his breath until he died. That's my favourite.
That's
impossible,
impossible.
Yeah.
That is impossible.
Not for him.
That physiologically impossible.
If anyone was going to do it, it'd be him.
Yeah, it would be him.
Yeah, he...
Oh, well, there was another one as well. He was going to the Olympics and he got a fever and then he just stayed on the side of the road and died. That was another one.
That's a
I like
boring
the
one.
not.
So there's
Yeah,
nothing
I like the
normal.
not breathing one.
The dog one seems most logical.
Probably. Yeah.
What was the first one again?
Considering
He
Oh,
ate
octopus.
raw
octopus.
octopus. Yeah.
The octopus is
Yeah.
It was a stray
But-
dog, or they didn't specify.
I don't know.
Or considering he lived in a tub
Yeah,
in the
probably was.
Maybe he's trying to whack the dog off.
Well,
Red rocket.
well, his request when he
Ever
died.
seen a dog's penis? It's a red rocket.
Oh,
God.
oh, that's not a great image.
It's so wet.
At least it's not two pronged.
Can you imagine a two-pronged red rocket?
Looks like a Savoy.
He'll be on fire. Be like he's got
Cook that
AIDS.
shit up, boil it up.
Oh, Jesus.
So when he died, his request was to have him just thrown in the wild and let the dogs take care of him or whatever. And then the people were like, "Oh no, how would you defend yourself in like the afterlife and stuff?" And he's like, "If you're worried about that, just throw me with a stick, and I'll fight the dogs off myself."
Wait, did he have a definition of happiness? What it meant?
Like,
Oh yeah,
a
it's like
black and
complex. I don't know. I'm reading a book about it. It goes really deep, but yeah, just I don't know, just not fitting in with society and not fitting in with the norms and stuff, and having your own idea of stuff, not just doing what other people tell you. I guess.
It's not be a sheep.
Yeah, not be a sheep. Because what's it? Socrates. I didn't know this. He was another philosopher. He's pretty famous.
yeah.
And he actually died. He actually got executed for persuading. Oh, what's the word? Fucking
Teaching.
yeah, or corrupting the minds of the young Athenians. So they forced him to. On his Wikipedia page, it says forced into committing suicide, which I don't know.
Forced into it?
Yeah, so they basically executed him. They had
He
a trial
was,
and they
he
executed
was
him.
always into shit.
Yeah,
So he was always getting kidnapped by people and beaten, and because he would just walk around places that people didn't like him, and then start spreading his version of knowledge
yeah.
to them.
Fuck, that's balls.
My favorite ancient Greek bloke is Hippocrates, because he's
Love
like,
those, like, the names are fantastic.
names are fucking
Someone
fantastic.
kiss.
But Hippocrates was the father of modern medicine, and a lot of what he did back then is still being used now.
Smart man.
Should have a podcast on him. Sounds interesting.
Who wrote this book, George?
He was a Spanish guy.
Ah,
But he got all the pieces from different ancient texts and stuff. He just picked apart
Okay.
all ancient texts and made his narrative with them. But most of them is pretty well known in the historical world, or pretty accepted as being true.
It'd be very boring though to scour old books.
Yeah.
I would like to do it.
Do it.
I mean,
Yeah, you
Who
can
would
write
you
a
do it
book
on?
with it.
ooh.
The big bear.
Trophonius. He was the oracle. He's a Greek oracle.
Never heard of him.
He was the oracle of the mind, and they called him Mind and Mayhem. If you didn't follow him, he used to corrupt you and send you like fucking schizophrenic, and then you'd just be executed for being a crazy person.
Sounds like a smart man.
Yeah.
He just
Well,
didn't like
in this
people.
book, it was just a page that went through all the list of stupid shit he did to like defy society, and I got them all down. They're so funny. So he used to walk backwards.
Imagine if he had a
backwards.
YouTube channel.
Oh, he'd be fucking famous. He used to walk backwards through the streets just for the fun of it. He used to enter theaters only when people were leaving.
Wait, does he explain himself? He feels the need not to.
Well, it explains it more in depth in the book, but this one was just a list of things he would do.
No.
Is this just to defy society? Like just to
Yeah,
go
well, he
against the
thought his
grain?
version of life was better than what everyone else was living.
Fair enough.
And he thought, because a lot of the people back in those days were corrupted by the oligarchs of the time, so all the rich guys, all the
oligarchs.
they're just the people that they're just people who rule.
The rich elites.
Yeah, the rich elites,
Yeah.
pretty much. So
Oh, the big doshes.
yeah, so they were all corrupting the other philosophers. He thought, so he just went against them.
Do you reckon there was a Bill Gates back then?
Probably.
Who was
Doubt
trying
it.
to...
Alexander the Great.
Hey, he was a great person. Got
What was the
murdered by
thing?
his own wife.
I think you told me today how he's naming
Oh, he was naming every city. Alexander the Great named every city he conquered Alexander. And when I told him he can't do that anymore, he just found the word Alexander in different languages and would name it in the translation.
fuck, that's clever.
He was extremely egotistical.
Did he name any of them
I
like
mean, if
He
you
Alex?
was the ruler of the free
if-
world. Like, he was just-
Yeah, but
If your name's Alexander the Great,
yeah. Any sophisticated society, he ruled.
that's fair.
Did he name any of them like Alex or Alexis or just
Not
like
that I
put
remember.
player in?
He liked the full word, the full name.
That's why there's
Alexander.
so many cities called Alexandria now.
Yeah.
There
They're
was
all
even
him.
more back then.
Hey, there's even one in Sydney.
Yes.
Could you imagine him coming through here? Seeing the native
Fucking
people.
meth heads everywhere.
I was thinking, can you imagine?
But some more stupid shit he did was I've already said this one. Embraces statues covered with snow. Rolls on sand when the days are hot and walks barefoot in the winter. Used to wear boxing gloves to protect himself from a bully.
Boxing gloves.
Yeah,
What
They
boxing
had
gloves.
bullies. Aw.
Points to people he dislikes with his
50
middle
Oz.
finger. Oh, he used to spit phlegm on people.
Oh my god.
Sort of a cunt move, that one.
Spit phlegm on people who he thinks is worthless.
Kick me.
What does he
Wait,
think
how
of
did
himself?
how did he define worthless? How did he define it?
Anyone that followed societies and its norms.
So it's
Okay,
everyone.
so pretty much
Yeah.
everyone. Who
Yeah, he used to
Except
go
for
off the
him.
lantern. I'm looking for an honest man, but he could never find one.
I
used
love
to,
this man.
Damn.
But,
He seems
but
very
if- but
close-minded.
If he said, I'm looking for an honest man, and someone put their hand up and said, I'm an honest man, wouldn't he say, like, I think you're lying, and you wouldn't be honest?
Let's fucking sit you down for a confession. and
Yeah.
everything. Do you have bed?
That,
I
yeah,
have sub.
he would only accept
Do you have
disciples if they're
ceramic
willing
tongue?
to carry large fish or a piece of cheese in public.
What?
I feel like that's normal now.
I'll carry a piece of cheese in public for him.
Did he change much? Like,
What,
I
his
feel like
views
he-
over time?
no, just change anything in the world. Like,
Oh,
Did he
I
have
don't
an
know.
is
impact?
there
I don't
any
think so.
historical?
No, not many, he didn't have many
I
followers.
feel like he just wasted a lot. It's funny, but like, didn't do much.
Maybe he knew we were going to
Just
do a
taking the
podcast
piss out
about
of
him.
I mean, we're reading about him, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got that going for
he's
him.
like the first shit talker. No one else was shit talking back then.
Everyone just wanted to talk sophisticated.
yeah. No, he knew about other philosophy, but he just didn't think that was the way to go. And
Stuck to his guns.
he found a mentor in Athens
Well,
called
we-
Antithesis, I think. Antithesis.
If you can make up your own philosophy and take piss out of other people while doing it, I mean, doing something,
fantastic.
I think he said he got influenced by some Indians as well, like those really Zen Indians, because they would have had, or they speculate that because they would have had connection with him in those times where he was from. So they speculate that they influenced him a bit as well.
You said earlier he was taught by someone. Or
Yeah,
he-
Antithesis.
Does
Yeah.
that guy have...
He was a
Ceramic.
cynic as well. He didn't have many followers either because he used to beat people with a staff.
Nice bloke.
I want him to be like 70 with an old grey beard.
Get off my lawn.
So neither of them had many followers.
Nah, not many people followed their way.
Well, if you beat people with
Both-
staff, so you're not exactly a nice bloke.
My honest opinion, both of them just sound like nutters.
Yeah.
Oh, he used to walk around with a staff as well. He used to walk around with a wooden stick
We should start walking around with
In his
staff.
tub.
in his tub. Yeah,
He walks
So
in his
that painting, was that sort of like what it was? The ceramic fucking...
I think so.
Was it? It's like a cylinder more than a
Yeah.
tub.
Yeah. Well, I
How
think
the
they
fuck
saw
do you
wine
sleep
it.
in that?
Yeah, how
Like-
small was he?
No, it was a pretty big tub. Oh, it looked big. I don't know.
Yeah, but like how do you sleep like...
Yeah, I don't know. Curl up, I guess.
I mean, I could sleep in a tub.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
but
you're
it's small.
fucking,
Well, he was probably flexible like me.
you're a configurist. Fit in it, whatever you want.
Fucking bendy child.
Okay, that was actually fantastic. That was
That's
great.
interesting.
Yeah, George.
I guess some of your views hold up, or at least I think they do. Instead of chasing happiness through materialistic.
Yeah,
Possessions and stuff.
I mean, he's got a
still...
I guess
got a
that's
point.
what hippies do. They seem happy.
I like
Fuck,
materials.
these are
based.
hypocrites.
Hippies just smoke weed and everything's all good.
Yeah,
They-
but they
I
don't,
mean,
they don't
that's-
harm anyone.
I like
so-
money
right.
and phones and things I can touch.
Things you can touch.
Yeah,
You need to
so you need
develop
to take
new ideas.
advantage of them, don't you,
Oh my
Thomas?
god.
Like you took advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
'Cause
mean-
I think in those times as well, there's a lot of like, you fight for your country, you fight for your king or whatever.
Yeah.
Because there was just
Yeah, that's how
fucking
you
cunts
wanna-
just taking
you
over
wanna
each other, every
silence
left,
me,
right,
don't
and
you,
centre back
Tom?
then.
Yeah.
So I want to go against that a bit.
Imagine him now.
Now I'd be look like as a crazy person.
He would... I,
Yeah, if he had
honestly,
Twitter.
he would murder
Starlight
people.
candle.
The amount of materialistic fuckwits in this world.
Imagine just someone living in a wine tub in the middle of the city.
Fucking
just yelling at
great.
people.
You just know the
Hey,
cops
no,
will come along.
Yeah, the cops will
Yeah.
Come on, mate, move along.
You could give... I feel like you could give a meth head in the city a wine tub and they'll utilise it.
No, they'd sell it for ciggies.
Yeah.
They'd sell it for more
I
meth.
want a fucking ceramic tub, bro.
I'll trade you it for 2 ounces of meth.
Or 50 durries.
$50.
Fucking idiots.
Gotta love meth heads. Tourist attraction.
Oh, that's why people come to Sydney.
It is.
Anyone got final thoughts on the today's episode?
Nah.
I think that was just fun to listen to.
Yeah. George covered it all.
That's fantastic.
Great bloke.
He is. I like him.
I mean, the weather update was interesting.